guys, welcome to FD Eco. I got a little bit of a different video for you guys today. We're going to go over everything that I am going to be running for 2026. Right now, we're just about 5 days away from the airsoft season beginning, so I thought I would film a quick little video for you guys showing you what I'm going into the season with. So real quick, there's some stuff that's not shown here. That stuff's still in the mail. I got a Scar H coming from Evic, and then I got some other stuff on the way as well. I'll definitely be doing a video on all that stuff when it arrives, but I thought here, right as we get into the season, I'll just show you guys what I'm running. Let's get straight into it. All right, first things first, let's talk guns. This is a Noveski N4 contract build. It's a SEMA Platinum, the second or third generation, I believe, so it has the E-shooter MOSFET, which is actually pretty nice. So it has binary, burst, and it also has some pre-cocking, I believe. For the suppressor, got a EMG Guardian. This is the mid-length. The tube and end cap are from a tan model, and the base cap is from a black model. That's to kind of mimic the look of the Sandman S from Dead Air, which is the suppressor they're using on the actual gun. Got a, I believe this is a 600U clone flashlight. I believe it's from Wadson, W-A-D-S-N or whatever, however they spell it. And then got a OGL clone laser, non-functioning. It does function, I just took the battery out because the laser's pathetic and I'll never use it. Mod button pressure switch, so low profile, and it lets me control the light pretty easily. Got a B5 Systems vertical, I believe it's a vertical grip. It's the M-lock, and then it's chopped. I chopped it with a hacksaw to about half the length, so I just get the good C-clamp like that. Blue electrical tape on the suppressor and the handguard. That's kind of what they got going on in those pictures. Sling mount right here. I like to mount my sling as close to the receiver as possible, and then it also plugs in back here. This is a Magpul SLM in tan, and then we have a M-lock sling point right there. For the optic, I got an EOTech EXPS3. This is on a Unity riser. These are both clones, by the way, so that's about it for this gun. Inside, again, the SEMA Platinum gearbox. Got a tight bore inner barrel, upgraded hop-up, as well as with a brushless motor. It's a Solink 28K Lite. It's a cheaper and lower RPM version of the Solink. It still works great for this gun. So this thing's pretty sick. This is mainly what I'm going to be using. I might end up switching it to an HPA sometime through the season, but we'll see with that one. All right, let's go to the next. All right, this is my more long-range build. This is a BCM URGI. So it has the BCM MCMR receiver, buffer tube, and then on the end, Specna Arms URGI handguard. I probably will end up getting a Geisley marked handguard at some point just because I like the realistic clone build, so I'll throw that on there eventually. This one is the VFC gearbox with the Gate Aster 2, so the more expensive BCM AEG. So you can see I don't have the motor in there right now, but I swapped that brushless motor between that Noveski and this gun. Got a Max Model M4E hop-up inside with a Angel Customs Type Bore 6.01 millimeter barrel, and then I believe it's a macaroon bucking. I'm not sure, I don't remember. BCM gunfighter grip right here, so still allows me to get a good C-clamp, non-functioning PEC 15. This is a generic end gall that I got from Fleet Farm or Cabela's or something. 30 millimeter mount, I don't remember where it's from. I got it off Amazon. Then just a normal Stop Mod stock telescope's pretty nice. It does have an Ace-Tech Knights Armament 3-prong, so I can throw on that QD suppressor, which I have. I'll throw up a video of it or something so you can see what that looks like. This is more like my long-range M4, basically like a recce build. All right, next up, this is an ENL AK-105 with a bunch of aftermarket stuff done to it. Inspiration for this build came from Grantham on his AK-105 video. So the handguard is a Avengers Sport rail. I don't remember the number. I think it's B30 and B31. It's the lower profile Sport. There is one that has a rail on the bottom and sides, but I like this more low profile slick one. Dust cover is also Avengers, same type of family, the Sport line. This is really a pain to get on and off. Pretty basic internals, just did an upgrade of the spring. Everything else is really stock. I did a tight bore inner barrel as well. For the flashlight, again, the clone M600U. This one still has a clicky cap on it though, so I can do always on, always off. Then the muzzle's Noveski KX3, I believe it's Noveski KX3 Flaming Pig. So it's just it makes a nice nice crisp popping noise. I like that. And this is just a generic, I think it's Matrix stubby grip that I chopped at an angle. Again, lets me get a really good C-clamp on it so I can see right down the red dot. This is a CV Life red dot, so it's a cheaper option. Really bright, really good, adjustable, and you can zero it, so it's awesome. It's on a mid-height mount because of how high the height over bore already is in an AK. This falls right at that about 2-inch mark, so perfect for me. And then I just have the standard skeleton triangle stock on it. did get a aftermarket, this is a Matrix, I believe, a more angled ergonomic grip for it. I added a rail on the side and the bottom to accept the flashlight and the grip. And then this thing's chronoing with 0.25s at about 350. So more for if I just want to switch it up. It's nothing like crazy inside there. So let's move on. All right, next up is gonna be our M249 LMG. This is the para model, so it's the short barrel and the adjustable folding stock. I like the 249 because it's heavier. It's more of a support roll. I like to kind of switch it up and not just use an M4 every time. A&K box mag. I have been having some issues with these, but well, I think I got it sorted out right now. Did a custom taping job on it instead of like the sack that it had. It's just a multicam tape. And then I did a whole gearbox change. So it's a completely different gearbox than the one that comes in it. More reinforced, better gears, better shimming. And it also has a pretty souped up motor. The rate of fire definitely increased. And then I removed the top shroud and then I removed the rail on the bottom. For whatever reason, I just like using it like this. I don't know if anyone actually uses the gun like this. Got another EOTech EXPS3 on here. This one's not an riser because as you can see, there's quite a substantial height difference between the two and it fits right up to my eye perfectly. So yeah, there's not really much else to say for this one. I did put in a Type or inner barrel. That's gonna be a common theme through all my guns. That's generally the first upgrade I'll do. All right, and last but not least, we have our VSR 10. This is a Barrett Fieldcraft 308. Just a simple sniper, it looks cool. It functions really well. It's really reliable. Definitely gonna be doing something with this in the future video. I wanna get this kitted out with more of like a ghillie type thing or camouflage, maybe something going on rather than just black. But yeah, there's really not much to be said with this thing. Haven't upgraded it at all, just through this is a Goon scope, I guess it's called. That's the brand name. It's a 3-9 with adjustable turrets, so you pull it up and adjust like that and then push it back down. Yeah, not much else to say for that. Definitely will be upgrading this, probably a different chassis, probably a different barrel, probably a lot of different things I'm gonna be doing to this, but just for right now, just something I can take out if I want to do a little bit more long range. Starting off with handguns, we got a Staccato XC. This is my main for this year. I really like the Staccato XC. This is the 6mm Pro Shop one. Got a really snappy slide, but one of the lightest slides I think I felt when it comes to an airsoft pistol. I actually took off the Staccato grip right here and then I replaced it with the Sandviper grip with the Sandviper furniture. That's why it's kind of got this golden bronze brown look to it. I actually like it a lot and this thing's really reliable. Don't have a sight on it right now, but I'm usually using a Trigicon clone on there. So but yeah, this thing looks sweet. It runs really well and the mags are actually pretty cheap. So all right, next up for our handguns, we got our SIG M17X. So this is the M17 with the X carry grip module, X flat trigger, and then it also has the SIG red dot on it, which is actually broken. The glass came loose. I believe it came unglued or unscrewed or something, so that is currently broken. But this thing just chugs along. It's not as snappy as the Staccato, but it works always. The mags are pretty inexpensive. I have a ton of them right now, so this will definitely be a good backup or definitely something if I just want to switch it up a little bit and use something different. Yeah, not much else to be said for this one. I did give the grip module a paint job since I can only find them in black. So I painted it quick and then just threw the M17 slide and optic on top of that. The last four pistols, we got our, this is the Spartan Law Enforcement Model Glock 17. You're probably wondering how I acquired this, not being military or law enforcement. This I actually got out of the box of awesomeness. So along with that BCM rifle, I got this. So it's a stock Glock 17. There's not much else to be said for it. It just runs, it works well. It uses a lot less gas. I have CO2 and green gas mags. I can get through way more shots with this than the other two. So I'll definitely take this out from time to time, but there's nothing really special or to be said about it. It's a Glock 17 Gen 4. All right, next up, I'm just gonna show you some items here that I'm using for quality of life. So chronograph, we got an Acetec AC5000, pretty inexpensive starter option. You really don't need a really expensive chronograph. You can change the BB weight, so you can calculate joules and stuff like that on here. I think this was about 50 bucks. Barrel bag, Elite Force barrel bag in olive color, basically a bungee cord. Put it on your gun, This side goes in the muzzle, this side goes in the stock. And then for slings, I'm using just basic 2-point slings. This is one of them I'm using. This is a Votegu 2-point sling. It's set up currently for my Mark 18 that I don't use. I have another one that's set up for the Noveski. I try to set up all of my guns exactly the same when it comes to slings, so I can just plug and play with the one sling that I have or 2 slings that I have. All right, belt. This is my battle belt. This is a clone or a ripoff of the Faro Concepts Bison, I believe it is. Not much to be said about it. It's sturdy, it's solid. It's a lot lower profile than most airsoft belts as well, which I really like. And it holds stuff onto itself a lot better than any other belt that I've used, which is awesome. I like it a lot. Got 2 double 9mm mag pouches right here, and then 1 5.56. Yeah, not much else. Got just a dump pouch. I am gonna probably add like a medic pouch on the back. For the holster, it's just gonna be this. I don't know what brand it is, but this is for the P320. The M17X. It's a drop leg, so it has the quick detach like that. You can just take it off, and then if you want a different holster or you want to put it back on, it just clips in like that and you're good. Thigh strap, and this allows me, because my arms are so long, to have it be down lower on me, and I can just boom. Faro Concepts Bison belt clone. Works really well. I'm sure the real Bison works phenomenally. I like the look of this one too with like the backbone in there. It looks sweet. All right, plate carrier. This is the Lancer Tactical. I don't know what model it is. It's supposed to be like the Cry JPC, except it has the updated Molly, which I kind of like. Also probably gonna move over maybe mid-year to using an actual JPC. I've been wanting one for a long time, so I'll probably pull the trigger on that. It's got clone Faro Concepts shoulder straps. It's a Votegu back zip pack. It has 4 small pouches and 1 large pouch. Usually I'll put extra pair of gloves in here. I'll put in, if I have like, I'll put my barrel bag in here. I'll put in zip ties, rubber bands, batteries, stuff like that, I'll put in there. Got a radio pouch in the back that's for my Baofeng UV5R. Reason it's in a different pouch, I've been trying out some various setups with it, but I think I'll probably just throw it back in here and use that as an extended cord that goes all the way up here to the front to my push to talk, which is right here. I'll plug in my headset right here. Stuff on the side, just like a admin pouch. I can throw stuff in here. Admin pouch up top, batteries in there, barrel bag, CO2 if I'm using a CO2 gun. Mags in there right now are Air Ace M4 mags, basically just for look. I'm usually using L5 AWM from Lancer mags, so those also fit in here. And then this placard on the front also has several zip pouches, so I'll throw a notebook, a notepad, my phone if I need to in there. And then on this side, I have a smaller, like just a accessory pouch. So again, barrel bag can go in there. Stuff I find, if I need any uses for that one, I can go in there as well. On the bottom, we have a long pouch down here. This is where I put my speed loader. So yeah, that's the plate carrier. It's pretty basic. It's a lot more basic than when I did a previous video on it. That video is taken down, but pretty simple setup, all things considered. Real quick, like I mentioned, we got a Baofeng UV5R for the comms. This is just a basic radio. Push to talk, plugs in here to my push to talk switch on the plate carrier. Really easy to charge, holds a charge for a long time. And then got a whip antenna on top of it. Speed loader, this is a, I don't remember the brand, but it's from Amazon. It is multicam black, which is a vibe. It also has a silicone insert, which means it's super quiet. A lot more quiet than a normal speed loader. As we finish up the video here, let's talk helmet. This is an F metal ops core, I believe it's a Maritime clone. So it has the sandblasting treatment, which is really nice. Well, the walls are really thick, which you don't really find much on airsoft helmets, which I appreciate. It's got the operator hook and loop system, so like cool little designs here. I got an IR flag patch on the right-hand side, then an EOD IR patch on the left-hand side. I've got a Mach night vision battery compartment. I do have Mach NVGs. I don't have them out here right now, but if I'm not filming, I'll throw those on the top. I got a cool little Space Invader patch on the Mohawk, goes all the way down here. This is where my anti-fog is, and then also an external battery for my POV cam, and that's from Krydex. And then inside the helmet, just got the stock suspension and padding system. I did make some modifications for my anti-fog to be able to run through the helmet rather than over the top. It took a while, but I do really like the final product, and it keeps everything really minimal. For ear pro, we got clone Comtacs on arc mounts, so they swing back and forth. These have active noise cancellation, and the mic is really good quality as well. Then up front, In the NVG mount, we have my camera mount. So this is for a DJI Action 5. I'm gonna do a separate video showing you guys all the different cameras that I use and stuff like that. So you can see that and how I kind of set them up. Face and neck protection, I just got a multicam black balaclava. I also have one that's tan, so it depends on what I'm wearing. And then finally, to conclude the video, we got eye pro. These are Pit Vipers. These are the safety glasses. I believe the model name for these is the Originals Blacking Out. And I just got the clear because they work great and I can use them for lots of different stuff, not just airsoft. On some fields, I will throw on an ESS crossbow gasket, which for whatever reason attaches to these and works. So if I'm at a field that requires full seal goggles, I'll just throw that on. They're super lightweight. They're basically not there when I'm wearing them. And they integrate straight into my anti-fog as well. So pretty slick. But yeah, guys, that's all I got for you today. This is a quick rundown of what I'm running for 2026. Thank you for sticking around to the end. Hope you guys got some inspiration from what I got out here. Maybe some ideas for your setups, for your gear, plate carrier, helmet, stuff like that. But yeah, much more to come in the future, guys. I'm gonna start pumping out videos almost weekly here if I can. I got nothing else for you guys. Have a great day.